The judges smiled politely as they always do, waiting to hear the story behind the face. When the boy spoke, his voice was soft but clear. He introduced himself and shared that he was from the Philippines. The crowd responded warmly, cheering and clapping. Then came the moment that shifted the atmosphere. When asked about his background, he revealed that he came from a very wealthy family, often described in the media as one of the richest young heirs in his country. A ripple of surprise moved through the audience. Some people exchanged looks. Others raised their eyebrows. Wealth and talent do not always walk hand in hand, and many silently wondered if this was just another rich kid chasing attention. The judges asked why he decided to audition. His answer was simple and sincere. He said that music was the one place where he felt truly free. Not money, not luxury, not status, but music. He explained that expectations followed him everywhere, expectations to succeed, to maintain an image, to live a certain way. Singing, he said, was the only time he felt like himself. The room grew quieter. Something about his honesty broke through the initial skepticism. Then came the song choice. When he announced that he would sing Hotel California, there was an audible reaction. That song is legendary. It is complex, emotional, and deeply challenging, especially for a young performer. The judges looked at each other, unsure. This was not a safe choice. This was a risk. The music began softly. The first guitar notes filled the theater, instantly recognizable. The boy closed his eyes for a brief moment, took a deep breath, and started to sing. From the very first line, something incredible happened. His voice was rich, controlled, and hauntingly mature. It carried emotion far beyond his age. The audience slowly realized they were witnessing something special. This was not a child singing a classic song. This was a storyteller. Every word felt lived, every note intentional. The lyrics flowed effortlessly, and his tone wrapped around the melody in a way that sent chills through the room. One of the judges leaned forward, eyes widening. Another placed a hand over their mouth. The skepticism that once lingered vanished almost instantly. This was real talent, pure, undeniable, and powerful. As the song progressed, the boy's confidence grew. His voice soared during the chorus, filling the theater with warmth and melancholy. He did not overdo it. He did not try to show off. He simply sang, letting the song breathe through him. The audience sat in stunned silence, completely absorbed. Some people began to wipe their eyes. Others held their breath, afraid to miss a single note. When he reached the iconic instrumental break, the band behind him played softly, respectfully, allowing his presence to remain at the center. Then came the final verse. His voice trembled just slightly, not from fear, but from emotion. It was raw, human, and deeply moving. By the time the last note faded, there was a pause, a long pause, the kind of silence that happens only when something truly powerful has occurred. Then the entire theater erupted. The crowd rose to their feet in a thunderous standing ovation. Cheers, applause, and shouts echoed from every corner. The judges were visibly emotional. One judge had tears streaming down their face. Another shook their head in disbelief, smiling through watery eyes. They struggled to find words. When they finally spoke, they praised not only his voice, but his humility, his courage, and his authenticity. They admitted that they had doubts at first, but he completely shattered every expectation. One judge spoke about how difficult it must be to grow up with wealth and pressure, and how rare it is to see someone choose vulnerability over comfort. Another judge said that music like this cannot be taught, it must be felt, and he felt every second of it. Then came the moment that no one expected, yet somehow felt inevitable. One judge stood up, walked toward the golden buzzer, and paused. The audience held its breath. The boy's eyes widened as realization dawned on his face. The judge spoke directly to him, saying that this performance was not just good, it was unforgettable, and the world needed to hear his voice. The golden buzzer was pressed. Golden confetti exploded from above, raining down on the stage. The crowd screamed. The boy froze for a moment, completely overwhelmed. Then he covered his face with his hands as tears began to fall. His composure finally broke, replaced by pure emotion. He dropped to his knees, crying as the golden light surrounded him. The judges rushed to the stage, embracing him. The audience continued cheering, louder than ever. In that moment, money meant nothing. Status meant nothing. It was just a young boy, his dream, and a voice that touched millions. Backstage, cameras captured his reaction. He spoke through tears, saying that this moment proved that he could be more than a name or a bank account. He said he wanted to inspire other kids, rich or poor, to follow what truly makes them feel alive. The clip went viral almost instantly. Millions watched and rewatched the performance. Comments poured in from around the world. People praised his humility, his talent, and the emotional depth of his voice. Many admitted they judged him at first, only to be completely proven wrong. In the Philippines, the reaction was explosive. He became a symbol of pride not because of wealth, but because of artistry and heart. Young musicians looked up to him, seeing that passion matters more than privilege. Parents shared the video with their children, reminding them that success means staying true to who you are. As the competition continued, the pressure increased, but the boy remained grounded. He continued to deliver powerful performances, each one showcasing growth and sincerity. Judges often reminded him to stay authentic, to remember why he started singing in the first place. His story sparked conversations about expectations placed on young people, especially those born into wealth. Many realized that privilege does not erase struggle, and that emotional battles exist in every life. His journey reminded viewers that art has the power to level everything, to connect souls beyond background and circumstance. That performance of Hotel California became legendary, not because it was technically perfect, but because it was honest. It carried truth, vulnerability, and courage. It reminded the world that music is not about age, money, or image. It is about feeling. As we look back at that golden moment, one thing becomes clear. Sometimes the most powerful voices come from places we least expect. Sometimes the richest gift is not money, but the ability to move hearts. If this story touched you, take a moment to reflect on your own passion. What makes you feel free? What makes you feel real? Never let assumptions, labels, or expectations silence your voice.